coast and always placing high. So nice parry comes out there, forward tilt from Ike. Nice forward air once again. And Ike in this game, the first couple of weeks, everyone was like, Ike, low, mid. But as we've seen as time has gone on, much higher than that, being the fastest heavy in the game. And like you said, still being able to get on the stick when he's up in your face. Great punishment options as well.
He's the type of character that's able to make use of how heavily he could swing, while also not being that slow. On top of that, it's really just a matter of knowing your options. Soan has been playing Ike for a long time, and he has a good sense of what he can get away with the character and when he needs to play it out carefully.
Versus the other side, Stocktaker, who's on Wii Fit Trainer, new character in the series. At least, well, she was in the last one.
She was in Smash Trainer. She's a very unorthodox character. Stocktaker had her for the sake of money matches and friendlies and
just
really,
throw her out randomly, a little confusion character style.
Yeah, she wasn't a good enough type of character that you could confidently throw her into bracket for the sake of throwing someone off.
No, that's not the case in this set
Definitely
or this game. As we're seeing Stocktaker so far, he just lost his first stock. Soan coming out with the early lead. 6:45 remain in this one. Welcome to AON Ultimate number 6. 139 here, Soan trying to play a safe game now. He does have Rage right now, so he will be able to really inflict some damage. We're seeing 56% almost knocking out. Oh!
Bit dangerous, but good DI from Stocktaker is bringing him back on. He doesn't have to worry about the eruption to kill either.
What a punish.
She's just trying not to commit to anything too hard, and Stocktaker isn't really able to poke through against this with Wii Fit. That's one of the struggles of Wii Fit as a zoning character, is that she doesn't really have any safe projectiles to throw. A lot of them are commitment, or they take time to charge up, as the Sun Salutation, the volley of header. She's a very strange character. She's another one of those odd zoning characters. But one of the better changes that they gave us in Ultimate was the fact that her damage output is a lot stronger based off of the deep breathing buff that she gets now. It would buff her damage in Smash 4 as well, but they changed the algorithm so that if it's a more fresh breathing, so the quicker the circle comes in, it's going to have a lot more of an impact on the damage dealt, and with that, the knockback that you're going to see.
Oh man, that's gonna do it right there as Soan walks away with 2 stocked. Man, normally we see Stocktaker put up much better Wii Fit Trainer fight, but Soan played that one perfectly. Execution, punished the roll off the ledge multiple times, just positioned him properly, and literally just landed his shot. Simple as that.
Yeah, no, Soan played a very cut and dry game with that one. He didn't try to do anything fancy, although he might have to coming into game 2 as Stocktaker switching over to the main, the Villager. Even though we've been seeing a lot of Wii Fit in matchups where Stock just feels more confident with Wii Fit or less confident with Villager. This is one of those times where I think it's just go in for the main, play it a bit more traditionally. And as far as traditional play goes, Ike struggles a little bit more compared to the rest of the sword characters when it comes to projectile pressure from Villager. And if Stocktaker gets his positioning right on a lot of his forward airs and bears, we could see a good shift in the tide of the battle.
Well, so far that change has paid off here as Stock is able to rack up 90% so far against Soan. Playing off Final Destination. Oh no, Town City.
Yes, this is the transition period, so we got no platforms. And Soan could try to take advantage of this, but it's going to be Stocktaker taking all the advantage. Look at only 40% built up on that first stock, and he's already got a solid lead.
And it's such a night and day difference we saw from Wii Fit Trainer. Really got bullied around that first set, but so far it's Stocktaker who's had a totally different one. He's styling so much better. You can just tell the comfort level is there with the Villager. As he gets back to the ledge. 67 remain.
I feel like it's even though Wii Fit and Villager both have very distinct styles of zoning, it's just Villager's more well outfitted for this particular battle. He has better out of shield options. He has faster projectiles to try and pressure with.
Yikes.
You can only get away with so much against Soan, though.
Right. Was that was the down air there.
That was down air.
That was, I mean, that is so strong. You know, you see it sometimes on the charge neutral B. It's like, all right, well, that kind of makes sense. But off the down air,
yeah, it's a big sword, man.
That's a strong one. Stock, though, coming right back in. Soan has been able to tie things up here late in the second stock as we're approaching around that 60% mark.
Stocktaker's got a different approach to how he's got to fight with Wii Fit as well. And even though Soan's bringing it back, Stocktaker's approach is a lot more play out of shield, play towards the bait and punish. It's a lot more classical zoning play when it comes to Smash Brothers. And even though Villager's already a kind of strange character when it comes to his kit, a lot of it when boiled down is actually really basic. Nair is just a really quick option as a get-off-me tool. Forward air and back air, small, very tedious to deal with projectiles, and good enough to deal with an opponent who's going to mix up how to approach like Soan usually does.
Soan, though, getting off that grab. Tries to get back on ties, but no, going to give Villager a little bit of advantage. Plants the tree. Will he grow it? Oh, this could be a punish, but no, Soan wanted to connect with that up air. Sends Villager flying. Stock back onto the stage now. Nair coming out. They're both trying to space each other out here, and this could be any person's stock. It'll be a big lead for whoever gets it. Cannonball.
All right.
Wow.
Once again, poking at the ledge. Very realistically, this is going to a game 3, although you can't count Soan out just yet. If he ends up playing this as just defensively as Stocktaker has been taking this entire game 2, this whole momentum grab that Stocktaker's been going for in the ball. That's one of the struggles of Villager, is that he can press his zoning game really well, but if he's forced to approach, a lot of that gets heavily mitigated.
Sure, and that's Ike's really the character that's able to influence that type of playstyle against him as he gets eliminated. Stocktaker does by a forward tilt, 87%, though already on Soan, and Stock is going to have the lead going into the final stock here in game number 2. However, if Soan connects one of those off-map down airs or neutral Bs, it could be a different story. Nice parry from Soan.
So he's being a lot more wary of where the sapling is. He doesn't want to have to deal with that. More importantly, he doesn't want to have to deal with axe. So the axe itself is already a strong enough move and could potentially kill depending on where it's placed. But one thing that Stocktaker likes to do is use it out of shield, and that can be particularly dangerous if Stone starts trying to pressure shield.
Nice nair coming out there from Soan. Stocktaker in the air here. Stone sitting on that rage. It's anyone's game here. A nice down smash, but no, gets punished. And here we go, Frank. He's trying to get back on. Stocktaker, will he come? And he's going to get back up.
Yeah, he's making the attempt, and even though Soan's doing a good job of lingering his hitboxes and swinging on the balloons, he's just not placing them right so that Stock can get hit by them in a meaningful way. Although the damage is starting to climb on Stocktaker. If Soan holds onto this, he is sitting at max rage, and up air could lead to disaster.
That's going to do it! Bang! Soan winds up using the rage, and that's going to hurt for Stocktaker. He had the game set up there for the victory. We saw that tide of battle starting to change here, but just a simple rage mechanic. Stone played a couple good altercations properly. Walks away with the
It's
kill.
just that up air, man. It's strong.
That's strong.
It is strong. It covers a lot of space, and especially when you have a character who has to rely on jumping out of a lot of situations. Like Villager peels mostly to the air. His ground speed, not that great.